Hello, everybody, and welcome to the finale of Let's Play Super Meat Boy. I'm Mr. Devious, or just Deeb,
And I'm VGM Corin.
and today we are moving on from the end to the Cotton Alley, the hardest world in the game.
I have never been here. I have never been good enough to...
Ghouls and ghosts.
Yep, and here we are, and like I was saying before, I've never been here.
Yep, in order to get to Cotton Alley, in order to unlock it, you have to beat Dr. Fetus once in the Light World, and the entire world is open to you. I wanted to save the entire world for the finale, Light and Dark, because it's just that special.
Special is a good way to describe Cotton Alley Finale.
Yep. Yep, it is. So, Cotton Alley Finale is what it says on the tin. Apparently, Dr. Fetus got tired of kidnapping Bandage Girl and decided Meat Boy was a better target to kidnap. So, all of these levels are played as Bandage Girl, and no warp zones, no bandages, and no unlockable characters to use.
Yeah, the only trick is, all of these levels are extremely difficult.
Oh, they are. From Light World to Dark World, although, of course, as per usual, Dark World substantially more so.
Of course.
So, what do you think of what you've seen so far, with just the first level with the saw blades and the second level with this?
There's so much pink.
There is so much pink, because for some reason Bandage Girl leaves behind a pink trail.
Oh, I'm not gonna make the obvious joke.
What's the obvious joke?
Well, never mind.
Oh, okay.
I'll tell you when you're older.
I'm almost the same age as you.
You don't know that. So, like we were saying, this world is insane. Well, look at it. You are watching insanity.
This is your first time seeing it. I'm guessing that this is just the third level of the Light World.
If you were disappointed by the final boss of the game, as I kind of was, this is the real final boss. Just take it like that.
The Cotton Alley finale really does feel like the true ending of the game. Like, it's appropriate that for all of your efforts, you get rewarded with something even more stupidly hard.
Yeah, except that it isn't the internet, which, just has unbeatable levels everywhere.
Speaking of which, I'm not going to do the internet levels at all, because for exactly that reason, I feel no satisfaction in beating those internet levels, but I'll hover over it on the map screen a little later.
Alright, we can do that.
Yeah. So, where?
All these levels, all these saw blades.
These ones aren't so bad, really. I mean, just the pattern.
Besides, as he dies.
Shut up. The pattern here isn't too bad, though.
No, it's not.
The Cotton Alley finale just kind of starts with some basic reintroduction of some basic concepts like saw blades, moving around in different patterns, and saw blade launchers. And again, saw blades will be prevalent throughout the entire world. They've been prevalent throughout the entire game.
Yeah, saw blades are kind of Super Meat Boy's go-to. Floaty blobbies!
Floaty blobbies are back. And now this is kind of the gimmick of Cotton Alley Finale, is it sort of takes you on a tour through the entire game.
Oh, I get it. So, like, each level is kind of a callback to other levels in the game.
I think it's like the first 4 levels are the forest, so it's just basic level design with saw blades and stuff. The next 4 are hospital levels, the next 4 salt, then hell, then rapture.
Okay, that makes sense.
So we get to see gimmicks from each one.
Good.
Here we got a lot of floaty blobbies just kind of milling
No, you can't just say floaty blobbies. You have to be like, floaty blobbies.
Floaty blobbies.
There you go.
Okay. This
Failure.
This big construction also, I think, is supposed to look like Bandage Girl or Meat Boy in a panicked pose, with his legs on the bottom and each hallway
Wait,
is
so
on.
what's the center platform?
Huh. I see.
Hey, it's a legitimate question.
This level, I almost get there on the first try.
Almost.
And then disaster strikes.
And failure forever.
And failure forever.
I love these kind of levels still. You just are not good at that jump. Aww.
There are a lot of deaths to be had in this, and most of this video and the next one, and I say this video and the next one because even though this is the finale, I'm going to be splitting the finale into the light world and the dark world, because otherwise the finale video would be like 45 minutes.
Finale part 1. After the end of the dark end of the end.
This is the most never-ending thing.
Well, it's a good thing. Meat Boy, Super Meat Boy has a lot of content.
It really...
I mean, there are like 100 different Sonic games in here.
Oh, I know. Wait, what? Oh.
I'm making fun of how short Sonic games are.
Oh. And it's funny because Meat Boy, if you're really good at it, it's really short.
Yeah, it is.
You can regularly beat worlds in like entire worlds in under 10 minutes if you're good enough.
You know, unless you just jump into fans over and over again.
Shut up.
Over and over.
I'm not jumping into fans, I'm jumping into the wind that blows me up into the saw blades.
I guess so.
Duh.
Alright, well that is a high standard of commentary we've set for the beginning of this episode.
We sure have. Don't... It'll get better. Please, stay. No, don't close the window.
No, don't go. I need you.
Oh, anyway, since the fans are back, I'm unhappy. But
well, yeah.
I don't like fans, but they do make for great replays.
This level has a par time of 10 seconds. How long did it take you?
You'll see. Eventually. Then we got the Clots, I think these guys. Didn't you come up with another name for these guys too?
Probably. I don't remember what it is, so I'm gonna have to rename them. They're Red Goose. No, it's not good. Come back to me. Say something interesting.
Now here's the funny thing about this level, if you were paying attention right there.
What's that?
That entire middle section is entirely arbitrary, and it looks like you have to do it because it's the hard part of this level, but...
Oh, so what you're saying is you cheated?
It's not cheating if it's, you know, a completely valid route.
The red sludge slimes are going to be sad with you.
Yep. But the red sludge slimes are red sludge slimes. Very nice. They're not really that hard to deal with in any level they appear in, except for...
I'm remembering a certain level in the Dark Hospital with Runman.
Shut up. Shut up.
Where you just ran into them over and over again, wasting all of our time.
Well, that... mostly wasting your time.
Aww.
I mean, I was having a great time. By wasting your time, I have fun. This is one of those easy levels.
Yeah, it's a very strangely easy level, and I don't know, the saw blade pattern is weird to me for some reason.
So a level ago, and this is the second level, we came to the Salt Factory. So we had the conveyor belts in the last episode, and this one is the return of the missiles.
I have a thing from hell I want to see return.
No, I have repressed that.
Alright, well, if anyone else knows what I'm talking about, and you should, we'll get there when we get there.
So as
we get there. I mean... Oh, you can talk now. I've decided that I've given you that privilege.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
So as you can see, they complement that each world has kind of, you know, it's a tour by changing the aesthetic for each level too, because if you look, you'll see parts of the Salt Factory in the background and sort of in the aesthetic of just the level's shape and design.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty cool. It's a tour by death.
A tour by death?
A tour by death, since, you know, there's a lot of death happening here. Missile launchers aren't hard alone. Oh, but when there are 3 of them shooting at you, terrible, terrible things happen.
Yep. And you have to get 4 keys in this level, and you get up there, you gotta get in between those 2 missiles in that very narrow corridor, but...
6 keys, by the way.
6 keys. Yeah, here I am forgetting these things as I'm watching them.
Yeah. Is this episode called Train... or...
Train-Eater.
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 Yep.
Huh. So what you've got here is saw blades on either side of you and a fast missile launcher.
Mm-hmm.
This is obnoxious.
This is a hard level because now you got salt piles to navigate between too, and saw blades, and You got your barriers, so you can't advance too far, but you have to stay in front of the one in the back while dodging that missile. And now you have to dodge these saw blades while that missiles are shooting you, and if you get past them, it's not so bad, but you don't want to run ahead too fast, you'll walk into the saw blade before you get Meat Boy!
Aw, yeah, Meat Boy. And remember, people, this is just the light world.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
This level would be in Dark Rapture, easily.
Oh, for sure. This is a fun level to do. I like these levels where there are fast things.
Also, I will say the music here is good, but I hate it.
You hate it?
I hate it.
I like it.
It's too happy.
Well, I think that's the joke.
Oh no, it's a flood of Pepto.
And now we've come to the hell portion, where the lava has been replaced by Pepto and the walls have become a hell color.
Guess that's, and you know, it's just white in the background, so.
It's just kind of... It's not white, it's that off-color pink.
Yeah, everything here is pink. It's a little terrifying, especially for a game that's been, up until this point, very violent, in a way.
You know, I don't particularly understand the name of this world. Cotton Alley?
Con Alley. I don't know, she's kind of conny.
I guess. Like, cotton is in bandages, right?
Yeah,
Alright, so that makes sense.
that's my assumption. I mean,
Now, what
will
I,
he remember? Yes, he does remember.
what I like about this level is it kind of carries over from the previous hell level, where it was better to go clockwise once and then counterclockwise the other way.
Exactly, once you remember that. Hey everyone, guess what it is?
It's the worst mechanic in the game.
It's the Abaddons.
It's the Abaddons. But by this point, I've played this game. I've beaten this game 100% 3 times, so I think I've gotten pretty good at handling them. With how much I've died to them,
Yeah, you've gotten a lot better at dealing with them. I mean, you haven't even died. Wow, but you didn't get the A+, so you have to do it again.
that's actually a pretty hard level to get the A rank on, because between dodging the dudes, now we come to, of course, the Rapture levels. And they instantly start with this.
Oh, Repulsor, I hate you.
And I think this is the first level of its kind where you have to ride the Repulsor all the way to the end
Ride the Repulsor.
over the saw blades, and kind of getting a good balance between not going too low nor going too high.
I mean, this is cool in theory, but with how finicky the Repulsors are, it just... I don't like the design of this.
Mhm.
I think I would probably rage quit.
Yeah, it's a huge pain, and of course, because this is Cotton Alley, you can't just switch to Jill.
Yeah,
Who
no
would just-
floating cheating for you.
Sadly not, but it makes victory all the sweeter when it's soaked in blood. Or
Pepto?
Pepto?
I mean...
Well, she
victory-
does explode into pink sludge.
We're not going there. I refuse.
Well, I didn't prompt anything.
Dad, you were trying. You were trying to get me in trouble with everyone.
Oh, like you aren't above making dirty jokes.
I am totally not above making dirty jokes ever.
However,
However, it just doesn't seem appropriate with the kid-friendly theme of saw blades and death. When
and bandages and fetuses and meat boys.
actually, you know what this world reminds me of? It reminds me of like really old cartoons like Tom and Jerry, which are just they have this bright, happy aesthetic, and then they're so violent.
That's right. That's not a good way to start your level.
No, that is a bad way to start.
There is literally no time to react your first... Well, I mean, there is, but you have to be pretty wiry, or trigger happy, or... What's the word here?
I don't know.
There's a word here.
There is a word here, but it isn't for you, and you're not going to find it. It ran away, it left, it didn't love you.
So I'm already bad at these kind of levels, and you were talking about this in Dark Rapture, and the important thing is trying to notice which ones you have to dodge.
Exactly. When you come to this kind of puzzle, you only need to watch 2 of these things at once. Pretty much. There are certain areas where you need to watch 3, but for the most part, focus on what's near you.
And of course, take advantage of if they're firing diagonally or up and down, up and leftsies.
If they're firing diagonally or up and leftsies,
I don't know, on a Y and X axis.
okay, that'll work, I guess.
But it's the best I got for you.
Oh.
It's Oob's
Oh.
Revenge.
Hello, Oob.
Actually,
I love oobs.
me too. I'd like this level too. There's a pretty good way of doing this level. If you go, you have to basically go to one end of the level and come back. If you just take like one type of platform all the way there, it leaves you the other platform to go back, if that makes sense.
That does make sense. Like, you jump while you're not doing it.
Yeah, I'm not
But
doing it right here, but
Jump from one type of platform and then jump on the other type of platform. You have a platform type of platform to platform back to.
yes,
There are also a lot of oobs.
there are a lot of oobs. Now here I sort of did it. See, I left the 3-piece platforms.
Yeah, but then the oobs get you.
Then they catch you because they can catch up really fast.
They can and do.
They can and do, and just their momentum building is terrifying.
Well, they get pretty fast.
And it's really hard, like, that, I think it adds to their turning speed, too.
It does. And here we have the level of switches.
The level of buttons, because buttons were a gimmick worth revisiting.
Totally.
Also, one-space corridors with saw blades on the floor.
Oh, those are kind of hard to see, actually.
Yeah, and kind of terrible.
A little bit.
And then one right at the end.
That's just mean. That's just a I'm home free splat.
Yeah, I think that happened my first couple times playing. So we're already come to level 20 of the Light World Cotton Alley.
We're already come indeed.
4-letter word. Fist. Deeb.
I guess Deeb is a 4-letter word, and yeah, okay.
So this is prophetic.
I'm gonna take your name in vain.
No!
Yep.
So basically level 20 is just a really long gauntlet of saw blades. Mostly just saw blades. This is really, that's all this is. Saw blades in different formations, in different combinations, moving up and down, left and right, diagonally, at different elevations, in different sizes, and in narrower passageways. It's just kind of like every kind of saw blade you've ever seen, and this level is really long.
Oh, but it is amazing. It's kind of the farewell to saw blades of Super Meat Boy, so you have to have all of them.
It's actually a really appropriate final level.
It is. It makes you do everything, about Super Meat Boy, except, being short, but...
Yeah. So saw blades are kind of, this is their boss level, I guess you could say.
This is the boss level of saw blades.
And then they kind of go easy on you with these last couple ones.
Yeah, so you can, scream with joy as you hit level complete.
Level complete, and that takes care of the Light World Cotton Alley. Now, the interesting thing is, like all the other Light Worlds, in order to unlock the Dark World counterparts, you have to beat the level in under the par time. So, when I switched to the Dark World, I still have 4 levels I have to do again in the Light World to get the good time.
Yep.
So what I basically do is I edited most of it out because I just went back, here we go, and did those levels again.
And only showed us the last 4 seconds.
Yep, well, that's it for you. So now the Dark World Cotton Alley is completely unlocked and ready for our next recording. But again, I'm going to be splitting this video here. And you'll just, if you want to see the Dark World Cotton Alley finale, you'll just have to wait.
You will.
So, Corn and I will have to see you
In the next one.